conveniente, sabe de que estamos grabando, pero es muy conveniente encender los webcam, ¿ok? Um, el motivo es, cuando llegamos al momento que yo estoy intentando dar consejos individuales o alguna ayuda sobre lo que es el examen, pues ayuda mucho saber con quién estoy hablando. ¿Okay? Y también yo puedo ver, como sabéis muy bien, quién por su expresión facial tenga alguna duda más, la forma de hablar, todo. ¿Okay? Entonces me ayuda mucho. Sí, esto es una cosa que podemos intentar durante estas sesiones. Estaría muy agradecido. Yo también, mira, por otro lado, yo tengo que cambiar una cosa. Tengo el otro, pues también esto ya está clase. ¿Ok? Entonces ya me vais con el fondo de Pearson. Muy bien, entonces vamos a estar juntos 10 sesiones, 9 de ellos van a estar en línea y uno va a ser el de antes del examen, que es muy, muy importante. Entonces, sin más, vamos a seguir mirando. El momento que termino aquí, pues está muy bien. Entonces vamos a empezar a mirar lo que es el formato del examen, el formato que vamos a ver, qué es que vamos a ver cada sesión. Vamos a grabar todas las sesiones y okay, vamos a tener al final de cada sesión, la grabación, lo voy a subir a un canal, a mi canal de YouTube. Y si pierdes algún día, pues siempre puedes ver, ¿okay? De cómo es. Entonces, vamos a hacer el examen que ahora no se llama PTE, ahora se llama PEIC, ha cambiado el nombre, ¿okay? De Pearson. Entonces, el Pearson 3 is B2 level, okay? That's B2 level, okay? And the Pearson 4 is C1 level. The format is exactly the same. There's no difference, except for C1, you have an extra 30 minutes to do the exam because it's more difficult. So you'll have to choose. You want to do C1, you want to do B2. I would advise you before the 1st of April, which is the date when you must tell me if you want to do the exam in May. So we're going to have a little bit of introduction. We'll see the timetable. We'll see the format. Yeah, introductions if you've got time. And then we'll see some resources. But my inclination is that we need to begin immediately. So I'm not going to ask you where are you from and if you live in Bejar or if you live in Villarcayo or if you live in Peñafiel or in Tábara, in Zamora. Okay, I understand that you are all from Castilla and Leon, and you know, brilliant, brilliant. I hope you enjoy the course. So let's start with this is going to be our calendar. Okay. Now we had to choose whether to have classes on Tuesday or Friday. Tuesday or Friday. So we've got some classes on Tuesdays and some classes on Friday. It depends, right? So here we are. Today is the 11th of March, so we've got our introduction here. There we go. Next Friday, this Friday, we have another one. We're going to do mainly speaking. We'll be doing and practicing the speaking part of the exam. Next week on Tuesday, we would be doing the writing part of the exam. And then the following week, on the Friday, we'll be doing the listening. 1st of April, reading. So those are the 4 parts of the exam: speaking, writing, listening, and reading. And after that, the second part of the course will be exam practice. So it's going to be very, very practical for you. And then the final class will not be online. Final class will be in Salamanca. Okay, in Salamanca on the 16th of May. Very, very important. Very, very important. Okay. Now, our dates, which are really important, are on the 1st of April, you must tell me if you definitely want to do the exam in May. Okay. So it says there, matricula. All right. So the matricula will be on the 1st of April. So you've got like 3 weeks to decide if you want to do C1 or B2. And then on the 16th of May, we will have the speaking exam and we will have a special class, everybody together. And then on the 17th of May, we have our exam that is for writing, listening, and reading. Okay, so the exam on the 17th of May, it's a Saturday. It's approximately 2 hours for B2, 2.5 hours for C1. Okay, so normally we do the first thing we do, first of all, we do B2, 9 o'clock in the morning, Salamanca, 17th of May. And then afterwards, at about 12 o'clock, we do the C1 exam. And we can do the C1 exam and the B2 exam as long as we have a minimum of 4 people, please. 4 people. So very important, right? For each level. Okay, so that's our calendar. This calendar is also on the website. On the platform. So one of the things we're going to do now is, here is your platform. Okay, here is your platform, what it looks like. And we're going to have a look at this now. So can you see this, please? Right, so this is the platform. I'll put this in the chat window. You can copy that if you want to. You go in with your email address and your password. You should receive an email telling you your password. If you have a problem, send me an email and I will tell you your password. You then log in and your course, this is mine because I'm the teacher, your course is this one. It is called Pearson 10. Okay, Pearson 10. Right? These are all the kind of different bits of the course and so on, things for me. This is information for me. But if I come in and I say, for example, learners, okay, who's doing the course? Let's see. Fernando, are you here? Marilu, are you here? You're not, are you? Okay, so I can go into Marilu, and this is what you will see, okay? When you enter the platform, you will see this. Okay, this is your first screenshot. So you can see here the agenda. So here we have all the classes. And you can see the calendar, which tells you the days that we have classes. Okay. So you have your agenda there. You have your messages here, if you want to see your messages. And then if we come down, this is your course. This is your course. And the name of the course which you're going to get your certificate for the Junta is called Nuevos Metodologías y Destrezas for English teachers y bilingües. All right, excellent. Okay, that's the name of it. And when you press here, you will see the access. Right? And look what it says here, requirements. Stay connected for 22 hours and 30 minutes. Stay connected. Right. And then you have the course will end. And each day after the course, you'll be completed a little bit more. A little bit more. Okay. You can also see how much time you've been connected before. Okay, well, time on course, nothing. Right. Marilu, because she's not with us today. So that's your control panel. And we want to go in to see the access. And this is what you will see. So you see, that's me, but anyway, it doesn't really matter. The first thing you will see here is a practice test. Okay? It's a practice test. So this is a document which you can read, and you can also download. So all the different activities on the course, you can download them and keep them, and you can practice offline. So this is a very important one, which we'll look at in a moment. Sorry, and then you can see the exact format of the exam. So this one says you must dedicate a minimum time to this activity before marking it as finished. That's very important. Each of the activities has a minimum time which you must study, please. Okay? So this is to help you. We then have introduction. And our introduction is today's presentation. So this is the presentation, and you can download it. Okay, so you can see it here. So in each lesson, for example, mainly speaking, you'll see another presentation for C1, a presentation for B2. Okay, so you've got both units, you can download them, they're very similar, very, very similar. And then when you see this symbol, you see that little symbol, that means a question. This is an activity. And these are really important. These are your writing activities. Okay, here we are. So written essay, 200 to 250 words. You have to write about education and how it has changed in your country. Sorry, and how it has changed over the last 50 years in your country. How will it change in the future? Really important, really important. With this essay, you have to do two things. You're going to do three things. The first one is read the question, and we're going to write about education. And suddenly in your mind, you start thinking, education, yes, school, teacher, student, pupil, primary, secondary, subject, classroom, exam. Okay? You start thinking about all the words. As soon as you see education, you have primary school, secondary school, vocational training, university, kindergarten. Okay? The more and more words start coming into your mind. So you need to focus. What's the subject? Then you have to think, well, let's look. Let's write about education. How has it changed after the last 50 years? So we think, how are we going to write this? We think the first thing we'll do is an introduction. Yeah, we'll write an introduction. So education in Spain is free for everyone. Oh, that's a good one. Okay. And it has changed a lot in the last 50 years. Okay. We think, great. Okay. The first sentence, we're feeling comfortable and thinking, right, now what are we going to do? Well, if it's saying, how has it changed in the last 50 years? We think maybe first we'd have to write in the past, education was, I don't know if this is true, okay? Controlled by the church. Maybe, okay? And we can write something about that. And teachers were very, okay? Students studied classic subjects and had difficult exams. Good. Okay, that sounds good. And then we go, okay, if it's changed over the last 50 years, we're talking about the past. We better talk about the present. Nowadays, the system is very flexible and adapts, right, to children in the 21st century, right? We use really modern techniques and resources like the flipped classroom, tablets, technology, project work, group work, learning by doing, Montessori, all these different things, okay? But then we're talking about, so we spoke about in the past, we'll talk about in the present, and so we spoke about the past, the present, and now we're going to talk about, I think, that in the future, education will be, etc., etc., etc. Okay, so what we want to see here is by thinking about how to plan all the things in our head, right? And we identify that the title is talking about the past, the present, and the future. Talking about the past, the present, and the future. So it's important that we organize what we are writing to reflect this. So we're not just writing, we don't just start writing without thinking. First we think, and second we write. Okay? So you need to think about that when you're doing your writing. First you think, and second you write. You cannot begin writing immediately. Okay? The system will tell you, look, written essay, 200 to 250 words. Down here, it will tell you how many words. And this is very important in the Pearson exam. If you write too many words or not enough words, that you have an excess number of words or not enough, an insufficient number of words, then you will be penalized. There will be a penalty and you will lose marks. Okay, so you get lower marks. They're very important. Keep your eye down here on the number of words, please. On the number of words. Okay. Now, when you finish, you write, okay, send answer down here. And I will receive your essay, and I will send you back a corrected version, and I will send you back the score. The maximum is 100. The minimum, well, the minimum realistically is about 40. But you should always think about getting 60, 60, 60, 60, okay? Get 60% on your writing and you will be okay. That means you've got margin. Okay, you've got a margin. Now, I will send you a corrected version. So next time, when you're doing next week, when you do writing number 1, for example, and you write your answer here, okay, you must look at last week. What are the corrections that I wrote for you? Okay, and make sure you don't make the same mistake. All right, make sure that your mistakes, that your errors are corrected week by week. Right. So if not, it's like like let's look. This in English, this is what we call fossilization. Does anybody? What's a fossil? Anybody know what's a fossil? A fossil. What's a fossil? In the chat box. Can you see that fossil? What is that? Anybody? Yeah, it's the same in Spanish, isn't it? A fossil. So, what we call it's something very old. Thank you, Sophia. All right, something very, very old. So, a fossil, when we're speaking about language, is a mistake, something which is not correct, but you keep on using it, keep on using it, keep on using it. All right. So we know, when you're explaining something in English, they say, "How old are you? How old are you?" And you say, I have 25 years." It's not correct. Of course, I have 25 years. No, I am 25 years old. Okay, in English. But people say, no, I have 25 years because in Spanish, tengo 25 años. All right, good. But es algo tan común. Y bueno, pues la gente me entiende, así que no voy a tener que pensar mucho. And same when I go to a bar in Spain, I would like a coffee, please. And they say, how would you like it? And I say, blanco. And what? I say, yeah, blanco, un café blanco, please. But no, you mean a café con leche, okay? Or un café solo, right? So black coffee, white coffee. Pero se acaba entendiéndose la gente a pesar de esto. Entonces, estos fósiles, la fosilización, la fossilization in your mind, es cuando sabes que no estás diciendo una cosa bien, pero la sigues haciendo porque la gente entiende lo que quieres decir. So, my point is, cuando estamos haciendo los writing, deberías mirar lo que has escrito la semana pasada, imprimir una versión o tenerlo en otra pantalla mientras que estás escribiendo el writing con esta semana, para no caer en la misma trampa y no tener la cabeza llena de fósiles. All right? To get rid of the fossil and live up to date and be more modern. Okay? So you'll see here that, for example, writing today, next week, writing 1, writing 2, writing 3. Then the following week, writing 1, writing 2, writing 3. Wow, there's actually a lot of writing, okay? You should do 1 writing each week, minimum. And if you can do 2, fantastic. Right, so 1 or 2 every week, all right. And then when you come down here, you will see that when you're doing your writing, it says you must dedicate a minimum time to this activity before marking it as finished. Aha. Which means that you must spend at least 15 minutes doing the writing, which is really good. And so do it on the platform, please. Okay, and that's about the minimum time you need. Don't use Chat GPT or something. A group of middle-aged people are coming to your region. Write a letter to their group leader. Oh yeah, Chat GPT. Just cut and paste, copy and paste. No, it doesn't work like that. You can't do that, please. All right, I will know, and there's no point in doing it. However, if you want to use artificial intelligence after, no problem. So the first time you do your writing, and then use the Chat GPT or Claude or whatever you people use, and compare. Well, it's actually quite good. Yeah, mine is better than artificial intelligence, of course. Anyway, so we come down and come down and come down and go, wow, 18 different units. Don't worry, we will not have time to do 18 units. We'll do up to number 9, 8 or 9 approximately. So you can see that one mainly speaking, 2 mainly writing, 3 mainly listening, 4 mainly reading, 5 mainly speaking. That's before Easter, and then we're going to do exam practice, and exam practice. Okay. Any questions about the platform, please? Any questions about the platform? Una pregunta.
I don't know if it's just me, but it sounds a bit bad. The sound is.
You can't hear me?
Yeah,
The same for me.
All right. Oh, God. All right. Let's have a look.
The same for me. Yes, it's quite bad.
Sounds very bad. All right. Let's see. Let me try this. Let me try this. One minute. Let me try something very quickly. Okay. Okay, give me 1 minute, please.
Okay.
Okay, you can have a cup of tea or wash your hands or eat an apple or something like that. Okay, I'm going to try and fix this up if I can. It is also possible to connect by phone. That's what I'm going to do right now.
Zoom. Introduzca la identificación de la reunión seguida del...
Yep.
Introduzca la identificación de participante seguida del signo de almohadilla.
Okay.
Ahora se encuentra en la reunión. Hay 13 participantes en la reunión. Esta reunión está siendo grabada.
Okay. Can you hear me better now? Can you hear me now?
I think quite better, yes.
Yeah.
A little
Does
bit.
it sound better now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you speak more, please?
Of course I can. Yeah, I can speak as loud as you like. Okay.
Okay.
No, it's actually. I think we're getting there. I think that's good. Okay, perfect. Well, I'll just keep talking. Okay, so it's absolutely fine. So thank you for letting me know. Very important. It depends on the day. Okay. So any questions about the platform, please? No? Everybody's happy. Okay, right, if everybody's happy, that's brilliant. Okay, fantastic. Right, okay, good. So now we're going to go on to the format of the exam, which is very, very important, so we can look at what we're going to be doing. Okay, so there's our platform, which we saw before. Okay, so we saw the platform. This is the material. Download these presentations if you want to. And then we're going to look at actually what the format of the exam is. Okay? So the exam has got 12 questions. 12 questions. And if you look at it, the first thing we do is listening. The first part of the exam will be listening, and that is questions 1, 2, and 3. That's listening. The first one, quite easy, because these are listening questions. For example, a man and a woman are speaking, and the question will be, where are they? Where are they? And there will be a conversation which says something like, okay, oh, okay, username is your email, okay, password is, so I'm just writing this in for one of our fellow students. Right, okay. Yeah, so in the first question, question number 1, you have to listen to 10 short texts or sounds, audios, and they will say something like, a man and a woman are speaking. Where are they? Okay, and they might have a conversation where the woman says, oh, that's a great book. I read it last month. When you finished, make sure you bring it back. Okay, so that's a great book. I read it last month. When you finish the book, make sure you bring it back. So the question is, where are the people? In a bookshop, in a supermarket, or at the library? A, B, or C. Are they in a bookshop, at the supermarket, or at a library? So if the question is, that's a great book, I read it last month, make sure you bring it back. Where are they? In a bookshop, a supermarket, or a library?
Library.
A library, of course, because in a bookshop, you buy the book and you take it. You don't have to bring it back. But in a library, you take the book and you have to bring it back because you only have it for 2 weeks or for 1 month. Excellent, okay? So that's a typical kind of question, A, B, or C. Question number 2 is much more difficult. It's a dictation. So we'll do a little bit of dictation today, a little one, just to practice. Okay, it's the most difficult question in the whole exam. I'm so sorry. Okay, it is the most difficult one. Number 3 is listening again, but it's a form. So in number 3, you will listen to somebody speaking about a particular topic, about animals or about food or about history. And you have to fill in some dates or some words about what the person is saying. Okay? So if I said to you, Chelsea Football Club was founded in 1903 in West London and has always played with a characteristic blue shirt. There we go. So Chelsea Football Club was founded in 1903 in West London and has always played with a characteristic blue shirt. the question number 1 would be, in which year was Chelsea Football Club founded?
1903.
1903, well done. You heard it was a year, right? So that was it. And then number 2, the Chelsea Football Club's shirts are always the same colour. What colour?
Blue.
What colour are the Chelsea football shirts?
Blue.
Blue. Okay, so you heard it. So you're listening for specific words and you have to write them down. Yeah, that's it. That's relatively easy. And then we have number 4, 5, 6, and 7, which are reading. Okay. For the listening, it's about 25 minutes. Then for the reading, you have about 40 minutes. And question number 4 are very short questions. Very short questions. Okay? We have to choose the best word. Okay? You have to choose the best word. Okay? So it might be something like, I went out shopping and bought this iPhone, and it only cost me £10. It was a real A, offer, B, gift, C, bargain. So A, offer, B, gift, C, bargain. So what's the best word to use when you buy something which is very cheap?
C. Bargain.
It's a bargain. Absolutely. It's a bargain. Okay, that's the word we use. Yeah. So that's quite easy, like 10 questions. In number 5, you have one text and then you have to choose 5 questions, okay, about the text. Number 6, you have a gap fill. So you have a text and you must look and decide how to finish the sentences. You have to complete the sentences. Okay, so that is that's the reading. For the reading, you have about 40 minutes. And then you have number 8 and number 9, which are writing. Okay, writing is normally correspondence, which is write an email or write a letter. And number 9 is, you know, a text, right? It's an argument, a debate, a discussion. Okay, what do you think of fashion? Young people spend too much time thinking about fashion. You know, what do you agree? So that's the kind of thing for down there for the writing. And then finally, 10, 11, 12, speaking. That's our interview. We will look at that in a bit more detail right now. Okay, right now. Any questions? Okay. If anybody has a problem about how to get into the platform, send me a WhatsApp after class. Send me a WhatsApp to this. I will send you your individual. Password. But remember, your user is always the email address which you used to get onto the platform when you enrolled, when you registered to do the course. Okay, that is yours, right? So we got our 12 questions, and what you have to learn and remember. If I say question number 2, you think, listening. Question number 6, reading. And I say question number 11, yes, speaking. And question number 8, that's writing. So it's important that you remember and you learn. Okay. Now, after the class, I will send you some information. Let me just make a quick note. I will send you some information. So, what that is, okay. Something or other. Anyway, I'm going to write it down here. I will send you the links so that you can see some skills practice. So we have a student's book and a teacher's book and the audios, and you can practice doing the different questions at home. That's going to be really useful for you. Okay. So always we do the listening, reading, and writing on the Saturday, and the speaking we do it on the Friday. Okay, so we do it on a Friday morning, Friday afternoon. So if you are in Salamanca, maybe you can come on Friday morning, and if you're from Villarcayo, you come Friday evening. Okay, so I know it's a long way to come. Right, so we will work out a timetable for you as well.
And what is the meaning of 60%?
60%. Now, this means that when you're doing your exercises, when you're doing your activities, this is our golden number. This is what we want to get. If you always obtain like 60%, then you're doing well. You're doing very well. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
If you're getting 60%, you need to practice more. You need to study more. Right?
Mm-hmm.
If anybody, I think, and you know, the one which is most difficult, I think, to be conscious of is your speaking, because you don't have too many opportunities to speak. I know this. All right, but if you want to speak to a student, an English student, I have many English students who are learning Spanish, and they would like to have a language exchange with you by telephone or Zoom or WhatsApp, however you want to do this. So you let me know, please. Please let me know. If anybody wants to practice English, I can definitely help you. Okay, speaking. So what we need to do, we need to build, we need to construct, we need to make, you know, we need to get all our English thoughts together and organize them. We need to organize them. Okay, so we're just gonna try one of the features here of Zoom to make sure it works out. But our vocabulary, listen, when you are learning new vocabulary and when you are practicing new vocabulary, it's important that your words are organized. Okay, so I propose that when you are studying different subjects, for example, work or sport or family or community or education, that you use a similar scheme, a schematic, a mind map, okay, a mind map to help you remember words. Very often when people they're learning a language, they like to write a list. All the words in English, all the words in Spanish. That's not the best way, because in a list, the words are not interconnected, right? But if we use this format, the words are interconnected with other words in the same set. So when we talk about words and vocabulary in English, we talk about a set, okay? The conjunto. Set, S-E-T, is one of the most common words in the English language. Set, okay? Conjunto. So the set, and within the set, we have a subset, which is, you know, like this, okay? So good jobs is a subset. Bad jobs, a subset. The future of work, a subset. Okay, the process of getting the job, a subset within the idea of work. And within that, we can write individual words, right? individual words. Okay, so it's about work. Okay, we have work, timetable, uniform, salary, hours, overtime, extra time, lunch break, sitting down, standing up. If you're a teacher, with your students, contract, many, many different things, which are all about work. Okay, so those things will come to your mind, but we're going to use our subsets now. So what are good jobs and what are bad jobs? What are good jobs and what are bad jobs? I want you to give me some examples. Okay, I'm going to tell you this right now, One of the most important things when you're writing and when you're speaking is to give examples. Okay, so tell me, please, imagine we're having an interview, speaking exam. So can you tell me then, what are some of the things which makes a job interesting for you? What are some of the factors which would make a job interesting for you? And you say, well, I think the timetable is very good and it's nice to have some freedom and, of course, a very high salary. That's brilliant, excellent. Yeah, if I only have to work 2 days a week, fantastic, but I get the same salary. That's nice, near my home. Okay, that's good. All those are good explanations, but it's much better to give some examples. Okay? So, you know, I think what are some of the good things about jobs? Well, I think it's nice if you can work from home. For example, like a streamer or an influencer, they get a lot of money. They don't have to go anywhere. They don't have to get dirty. They don't have to be cold. Okay, but you're giving me an example. However, a farmer or a soldier or a police agent, a police officer, those are more dangerous jobs and also more uncomfortable because you have to go outside, depends on the weather. You might meet some dangerous people. Yeah. Okay. But we're giving there the police officer, the farmer, the builder, the streamer, the influencer. We're giving 5 examples of jobs. So that's very important. Give examples. Writing and speaking. So let's see. Let's see if our breakout rooms, yes, they do. They definitely work. I'm going to create 3 breakout rooms, and I'm going to give you 5 minutes together. No, I'll give you 8 minutes together. All I want you to talk about together is what are good jobs and what are bad jobs. Okay? So I want you to make a list of words of jobs which you think are good. Footballer, singer, actor. Wow. Okay, pop star. And what are bad jobs? Okay, what are jobs you think are not very nice? Okay, soldier, policeman, I don't know. Right? So I want to test right now. I want to test our breakout rooms to see if they work. So in the breakout rooms, you're going to discuss good job and bad job. Right? And when we come back afterwards, we're going to look, you're going to give me a list of the different ones. Okay? Do you understand?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Okay. All right. Yeah. The boss, he says, yeah, I understand. Everybody understands. So let me make them. You will receive a little invitation asking you to go to a room. So it's Anne, Eva, Fernando, Hugo, Jorge, Juanma, Linda, Maria, Vega, and then Alonso, Lorena, Ana Alonso, Maria Sofia Alonso, all the Alonsos together. All right, then, with Valero too. Okay, so off you go. I'm going to give you 8 minutes to discuss this and then come back and tell me what are good jobs and what are bad jobs, please. Are you ready? Okay, Ugo's gone. Okay, when you get your invitation, go into your room, please. Go into your room. I will drink tea. Okay, you guys, Linda, go to your room. Anne, Fernando, please, when you can. So, there you go. Linda, can you hear me? Okay, I know sometimes it's difficult. Sometimes you might be in a place where there's other people and you can't. Oh, she's gone. All right. We'll turn off the video for a moment. Yep. Okay, come in then. Come back in. Okay, welcome back. Nice to see you. Everybody's coming back in now. Oh, there you go. Okay, nice.
The listening
Right.
is worse than before.
What's that? The sound, the audio.
Yes, for me at least is worse than before.
It's worse. Well, okay, I don't know exactly what I can do. Let me see if I can do this. No, that doesn't work. I've lost. I can't see anything. Maybe I can now. Yeah, now. Okay. Okay, we'll have to use it as it is. Okay. Good. Okay. So tell me then, please, write down in the chat box. Write down in the chat box, please. Write down in the chat box. Please write good jobs. Write them. Don't tell me, just you write in the chat box some good jobs, please.
Ay,
Doctor, okay, come on. Secretary, teacher. More good jobs. Everybody, write some good jobs. No, it's okay. Mm-hmm. If you're like the best musician, yeah, you also be on the bad side. Writer, engineer, pilot, wow, influencer. Engineer, anything else? What about being king? That's quite good, isn't it? Being the king. Don't ever say depend, all right? Never say depends on, right? You just say one or the other. Singer, yeah, maybe being an actor. Okay. Okay. And then, so what are some of the bad jobs? Some of the bad jobs. Call center agent, police, firefighter, lawyer. Wow. Okay, miner, good. They were getting some nice words there. Miner, yep. Shop, well, remember, 2 words, isn't it? Shop assistant, double T, double S. Yeah, shop assistant. Oh, sorry, assistant. Yep. Delivery driver. Oh, that's awful, isn't it? Sweeper. Okay, so we've got an idea then of some good jobs and bad jobs. Tell me then, what's the process of getting a job? What do you have to do to get a job? If you want to get a job, not as a teacher, don't tell me exam or opposition, because that does not count. That's an appointment. Okay, but with a normal job, what do you have to do? If you want the process of getting a job, what are some of the things you have to do? What are some of the things you have to do? An interview? Yes. Have high studies or high studies, and then have a resume, a curriculum. Yeah. Apply, curriculum, interview. Perfect. That's really what you have to do, isn't it? But you have to write a curriculum. You have to go an interview. You have to make an application, right? So we've got some lovely ones. Thank you, Lorena. Write a curriculum. Look for opportunities, Maria. That's very good. Okay. Go to a job interview. Make an application, right? So that helps us. Now listen. Look at that. Make an application. Make an application. Those words go together. All right? Make an application. Like make a cake. Make a cup of coffee. Make a cup of tea. All right? So we have to learn it together. Make your bed. In the morning, you make your bed. So we have to always learn the verb with what we're doing. And that gives us the idiom. The idiom, okay? La frase hecha. El uso idiomático. An idiom. An idiom is when we are talking about words which go together and form a good English expression. So make an application. That's a very good one. Do the shopping. Do the shopping. Okay? All right? So those are very good things. Yeah. So make an application. Lovely. All right. Okay, good. Anyway, there we go. So, work. And what about the future of work? Let's see. What can you tell? Give a volunteer to talk to me about the future of work, please. Come on, a volunteer. I bet you can do this, Maria Torres. Maria Torres, open your microphone and tell me about the future of work. Hello.
I don't really know, because I think that nowadays for instance, all the people wants like a public job.
Mm-hmm.
But also if we see how all the IA and all the networking are like improving, for instance, a lot of repetitive jobs will be replaced by robots.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Also, we can, I don't know, I can speak like about jobs that wants sustainability, like renewable energies and environmental science that will grow in the future. And I don't know, more or less like that. And also, for instance, the health part of the works like nurse or doctor, I think that are jobs that, and also teachers, of course, that we are all the time we need, and it's really important to develop our lives.
Okay, so the future of work. But for example, do you think that people will spend more time working from their home, remote working, or do you think that won't change? Do you think people will prefer to go and work together in offices or places like that? What do you think?
I think since the pandemic, the COVID, like all the people that want to stay at home working and their job is not like necessarily presential, they stay at home. But also, we, for instance, a teacher is necessary to stay with the children at the class and giving the class, and the doctor, of course, and the policeman or the policewoman. But I think that the people that is like secretary or that they works like in, I don't know how to say, empresas,
in companies,
if they have the opportunity, they will stay at home, because if you have like a family with little children and you can stay with them, you can save the money, for instance, of the school, for instance, that is from the 0 to 3 years.
Yep, absolutely. Very good. Very good. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Good. Okay, very good. Thank you. So, yeah, that was very good. Now, Rami, you said presential. Presential. That's a nice word, but it's a bit Spanish, isn't it? Spanglish. Presential. So what we want to say is face to face. Face to face. So when we say face to face, that is our idiom. Okay? Face to face, which means not remote. So face to face working or a face to face meeting. So very, very important, okay, to learn these words which always go together. In English, this is what we call it an idiom, or a collocation. A collocation. And a collocation is when two words or three words go together, right? So it's nice to learn collocations. Here we are. Here's another one. Do it. What's the end of this collocation, this idiom? Do it. When we're talking about bricolaje, what's it called? What's this in English? Do it. What's the third word? Anybody know? Do it yourself. Yes, thank you, Ana Alonso. Do it yourself, which is bricolaje, which is when you go to IKEA. Do it yourself, or DIY. DIY. So this is actually a collocation. It's an idiom, right? So nice. So then we've got our ideas about future of work, which is face-to-face, remote, yeah, working from home. Those are ideas. Process of getting a job, make an application, go to an interview, write your CV. So these are words and pieces of language which are specific to the different parts. Okay. So you need to do this. Luckily, we'll find that in our exam, the topics which you will see is always the same: education, work, technology, family, travel, tourism, celebrations, community, sport, friendship. Okay, it's a normal shopping. It's nothing special, nothing technical, no technical language. Okay, so now we're going to look at the speaking part of the exam. Let's look at the concept, okay? So, the first part of the speaking exam is called a discussion. It's called a discussion. And it works exactly like this. It is 2 minutes. It is you and me. So you and me. And I will say to you, now we're going to discuss something together. We're going to discuss something together. And the question is, children today have everything they want. Do you agree? Children today have everything they want. Do you agree? Okay, come on, can we have a volunteer, please? Alonso, are you there?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So what do you think about this, Alonso? Is this true? Children today have everything they want. What do you think?
I think that in comparison with last years, we can say that it's true because children's in this time es que no sé, the parents they give him or give them all that they want.
Okay,
In a
but
lot of cases.
Alonso, okay, all right. But Alonso, I say this is good because when children are small, it's good. They have lots of things and they can play and enjoy their time. Don't you think?
What? Can you repeat, please?
Yes. When children are young, it's good that they have many things so that they can play and they can enjoy themselves.
But I think that it has to. Uf, estoy un poco verde.
No, continue. It's very good.
I think that it's necessary that put an ¿cómo se dice? No sé, es que no me sale ahora.
Okay. Oh, all right. Let's go. Let's continue then. Ana Requejo, are you there? Anne, sorry. No. Ana Alonso, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, Anna then. So what do you think to this? Alonso said, well, children have too many things. And I said, well, yeah, but it's good because they're small, they're young, they should enjoy themselves, they need to play. What do you think about that? Am I right?
I completely disagree because they must be educated. So we can't give them all they want, because if not, in the future they won't fight for they want. They could think that everything is they deserve everything without effort. So we must give them something because we love them, but not everything, of course.
But maybe adults, maybe we set a bad example because, we're always on new television, a new car, we go on vacations, go to a restaurant, have a big celebration for Christmas. And the children see that we're great consumers, that we love to buy new things. So, of course, they want the same as us.
Yes, I completely agree with that. Because if we not refuse to get everything, how they could learn about that? But if we explain them that sometimes we could do some things because we like to do it and we work very hard to have money and to do it, it's okay. But we must show them that we sometimes don't do whatever we want. And
Thank
be
you. Thank you.
okay.
Thank you. Now, thank you very much. Thank you, Alonso, and thank you, Ana Alonso. That was very, very good. Now, remember, when we're doing speaking, which is question 11, question 10, question 11, and question 12, you only have maximum 2 minutes. So when the examiner, the interviewer says, thank you, that means stop. All right? So
Okay, thank you.
It's enough, which is really good. Now, this is excellent, absolutely excellent, Alonso and Ana, because when we do the discussion, first, I ask the question, then you tell me your opinion. I will give you an argument, and you give me another argument. I will give you a third argument, and you give me a third argument. That's finished in 2 minutes. You understand? So it's really, really, really simple. There's got to be 3 arguments in favor, 3 arguments against. Okay? And I will always say the opposite of what you say. Right? And 2 minutes. Absolutely perfect. The only thing, what was missing there? What could we do to improve that? Maybe, possibly. Any ideas? You know, some examples, okay? Maybe some examples. Yeah. So yeah, children have everything right. Yeah, they got a phone and a tablet, and then they've got a big computer. It's all technology. Yes. So it'd be nice to put in some examples, right? But our opinions are very clear. And they're very, very good. Lovely. Excellent. Excellent. Here's another one. We need less money and more time. What about that? We need less money and more time. Do you agree? Do you agree? Sophia, do you agree? We need less money and more time. Do you agree?
Yes, I completely agree. I think that in general, all of us have all we can live with I don't know, well, very well, and but we are we live with stress because have a lot of things in the mind, and we are unable to profit people who live with you, for example, or small things. We are very occupied.
But it's very important to work as much as you can, and then with the money, wow, you can buy things, a new car, or take an expensive vacation and really enjoy your time if you have more money. Don't you think?
I don't think so, because if you need a big car to feel better, ¿cómo se dice? Always you need more and more, and you need buy more a big car, and then you can enjoy the simple habit of life, small things. Material world don't give the felicidad, no sé cómo se dice.
Happiness.
Happiness, exactly. Thank you. I think that we need time to spend with our friends, for example, more than material work.
Okay. Well, that's possible, but of course, if you only earn enough money, just to eat and to buy some normal clothes, then I don't think you wouldn't be very happy, would you?
But it depends on the character of the people. Nowadays, you can wear the clothes or that you want. Nobody look at you. Perhaps if you need expensive clothes or cars or something like that, you need more money. But there is not enough money to make the happiness.
Okay, thank you. And when we say thank you, we're finished. Okay, excellent. So when you say thank you, we're finished. Okay, very good. Excellent, excellent. You said one thing, I said another. You said two things, I said another. You said three things, I said another. Absolutely perfect. Okay. So that's it. That's the best example. Now, the second question, which is question 11, is also 2 minutes. Okay? And you've got two pictures. I'll say, look at the two pictures and tell me, number one, what can you see in the two pictures? Okay? So the first thing you need to do is look at the two pictures, tell me what you see, and then tell me if you think there's a connection between the two. Okay? So you've got 1 minute now to look at the pictures and to describe the pictures and just tell me if you think there's a connection between the two. Right, let's see. A volunteer. Eva, are you there?
Hi, yes.
Hi, Eva.
I can see two pictures where there are people in the nature, and in the other picture there are people in a classroom. I think it's different because in the classroom I think there are young people, children, perhaps.
Continue.
I think in the first picture, teacher or the person speak about activity in the nature, and in the other picture, I don't know, a classroom, sports, or I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, good. Let me give you some advice, okay? The consejo. All right, here we are. The first thing you're going to do, always, is to describe what you can see. So number one, we can see some people sitting on a tree or sitting on the ground, and they are looking at a teacher, and the teacher is explaining something. The people watching the teacher have different colors. You see their clothes are different colors, orange and red and blue and green.
Yes.
Okay? And the teacher is explaining something in the forest or with the trees. And in the second picture, we can see there are some children and they're sitting on the floor, and maybe they're in a classroom and there's a television, and there's about 5 or 6 teachers who are standing up,
Okay.
right? So the first thing we do is describe exactly what we see. And then Eva said, oh yeah, I think they are, in the first one, they are talking about nature, and the teacher is explaining something, maybe explaining about the trees or something interesting about ecology. It could be something like that. Very interesting. And in the second one, maybe they are, maybe they're going to play a game, or they're going to do an activity. So the teachers are explaining, or maybe giving the instructions, or possibly they're going to watch a movie or a documentary on the television. So the teachers are explaining what they will see. Enough. That's enough. That's all we can say. So the first thing, a description of what we see. And the second one, we give a possible explanation of what we're looking at.
Okay.
Right, that is question number 11. Eva, very, very good. Thank you. The second part of question 11, so there's 1 minute to describe. The second part will be, let's go to Maria Torres. Are you there?
Hi.
Hi there, Maria. Okay, so Maria, I'm going to ask you then, the second part of this question is 1 minute as well. If I said to you, can you tell me the advantages and disadvantages of each type of teaching? So I was saying outside in the forest or inside in the classroom. What are the advantages or disadvantages of each type of teaching for the students?
At first of all, at the first picture, we can see that the teacher, I think, is explaining like the parts of the tree. And for instance, for all the students to see at the same time what are the teacher explaining, and also they can see the parts of the tree like in person or through their eyes. Is not the same that, for instance, stay at the second picture that they are like watching a TV, or I don't know really, or they are hearing like the presentations of other classmates, maybe that they will be explaining the same, but they can't see. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. But what do you, can you see any advantages in the second one?
The advantages is that they maybe develop more social skills, because they are speaking in front of all the classmates. But also for some students it could be good, but for others it would be bad, because if they are really shy and they don't like to speak to public, they prefer to stay in silence, and this will be like difficult for them. And the disadvantages of the other one, if the weather starts raining, maybe, and also they could be uncomfortable, sit on the tree, and maybe they can't participate a lot. And in the second one, yes. I don't know.
Okay. Bravo. Excellent. There we go. So very, very simple. The advantages are very, very simple. Okay. The advantages or disadvantages. So excellent. All right. There we go. We're finished. Isn't that fantastic? The question number 10 is a discussion. Boys have to give a different opinion. Question number 11 is a description. And then secondly, your opinion or an analysis. Okay? And that's it. Okay, so great. We've already learned that. That's well done. Fantastic. And now here's another one then. Oh, this is a bit more difficult. 2 pictures. Oh, good Lord. Oh, good Lord. Okay. 2 pictures. These are really abstract pictures, aren't they? So Maria, Sophia, Eva, Anna. Who else can speak? Lorena, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, Lorena, please, can you describe the 2 pictures?
In the left picture, we can see a hand coming out of the water that I think it's an ocean. And it's a storm day. And in the right picture, we can see
A balloon.
a chair with
Yep.
a pink balloon,
Yep.
and that's it.
No, that's not enough, is it? Okay, a little bit more. Describe a little bit more. Describe a little bit more about the picture on the left and the picture on the right.
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, okay, listen, for example, well, look, there's a hand in the sea and it's a storm. Wow, the dark clouds and the sea is very dark. And wow, it looks, maybe it's very cold. Yeah, and that's somebody who's really in a difficult situation, I think. Don't you think?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Brilliant. Sorry. Absolutely brilliant. And then the second one, look, there's a small white chair. Is it plastic? Is it metal? No, it's wood. Okay, so it's a small white wooden chair. Okay, and it has a big pink balloon which has a string. Okay, which is attached or tied to the chair. All right, then. So we can describe it. We say we can't say very much more. There's a balloon in a chair, but it's a small chair and a big balloon. Okay, the balloon is above the chair, and it's a wooden chair. So by looking, we can always describe just a little bit more detail. Okay, a little bit more detail.
Okay.
Now the next. They're very good, Lorena, of course, because they're difficult pictures. And then finally, Jorge, are you there? Jorge
Yes.
Rios.
Yes, I'm
Yes,
here.
you are. Excellent. Welcome. Okay, so if I said we're going to give a title to one of these 2 pictures, and the title is Hope. Hope, okay, is the title. Which do you think, which picture, the first one or the second one, gives us more of a feeling of hope? What do you think?
I think the second one, the chair with a balloon, because hope. We need hope and a balloon, a pink balloon. It's a purse that people hope. I think the first one, the title of first one, no, I can see hope because looks like a drawing person. And second one, pink is a color of hope. Of hope.
Mm-hmm. Good. Anything else? So number one, okay, thank you. All right. Remember, the interviewer cannot, this is not a dialogue. This is not a discussion. This is just you describing. So the interviewer will just say two things. Describe the pictures, please. And is there a connection? For 1 minute. And the second one, will be, these are pictures, these are posters, which we'd like to call, which we would like to call hope. All right. And then a very good description. Thank you, Jorge. Right. So that's that. Two pictures. Describe, analyze, or give your preference, Very good. And then the final one is what we call a role play. So when we say question number 12, speaking, it's a role play, which means we do it together. So it's similar to discussion, but it's more fun. Okay, everybody likes a role play. Okay, so the interviewer will say to you, let's see, we've got maybe Linda. Okay, here we go. So a role play. The interviewer will say to you, your friend is very lazy, but you would like to go hiking or trekking this weekend. What you must do is to convince the other person to go with you. All right? So Linda, you there? Hello, Linda. Let's go down the list then. Lorena, are you there?
Yes.
You're here. Okay, excellent. So your friend is very lazy, but you would like to go hiking this weekend. Convince your friend to go with you. I am your friend. So I want you to tell me, hey, Josh, let's go hiking this weekend.
Okay.
So come on then. Oh, hi, Lorena. How are you? Okay.
Hi.
Yeah. Well, what are you going to do this weekend?
I think we can go to hike.
Hiking? Oh my God. But I get so tired. No. That's much too tiring.
But it's weekend. We have so much free time. We don't have to stay at home.
Well, yeah, but look, but if we go hiking in the mountains, what about the weather? It's going to be so cold.
But we can wear a coat and a boat, and we don't pass how do you say frío? Cold.
It won't be cold. Well, yeah, okay, but I don't have any boots actually, so I can't really go.
I can't provide you a boat.
Yeah, but you've got small feet and I've got very big feet.
But my father has the same size as you.
Very good. Yeah, the same size. Excellent. You know what? Actually, I want to watch television because this weekend it's Eurovision. It's the Eurovision festival, and I love that. So, why don't we stay and watch television?
You have time to see Eurovision, but because Eurovision is at 9 p.m. and we can go to hiking at 2 p.m., for example.
And then what about all the dangerous animals? What about these foxes and bulls and all sorts of very dangerous animals which might attack us.
No, because I know a route in which there aren't any dangerous animals.
Okay, thank you. All right, well, maybe I'll go. You've convinced me. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Right, brilliant. Okay, good. There you go. The role play. So all we have to do with the role play, it's not necessary to have 5 different arguments. With 3 different arguments, that is actually enough. Okay, with 3 or 4 arguments, that's absolutely fine. Okay, so well done. Thank you. That was really good. Okay, let's try another one. Role play. Your local council wants to build a prison near your home. You don't like this. So you speak to the councillor, that's the person who works for the council, and explain why you are worried, okay? Explain why you are worried, please. Okay, so let's see, can I have another volunteer? Anne, are you there? Okay, Anne's not here. We'll go back to the top then. Eva, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, so Eva, you live in a town and the local council wants to build a prison near your home and you're not happy. So tell the councillor, the person who works for the council, why you're not happy, please. Yeah?
Yes.
So if you like, I will start. Okay? So, good afternoon. Your name, what's your name, please?
Good afternoon. My name is Eva.
Eva, and you live near the place where we're going to build the big prison, is that correct?
I disagree. I worry.
Why?
Because I don't like that a prison near to my house.
I know, but you know, the old prison is very small. And so we need a much bigger prison because there's a lot more criminals.
But I worried because I don't know. Yeah, I want to be a security in my house. Have to.
Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. This is a very secure, very secure prison, and you will be very safe. Okay, we've got lots of lights and lots of security systems. So don't worry. And the police, there'll be lots of police in the street as well, just to protect you.
I'm afraid, but it's a bad decision to do a prison here.
But if we build the prison, there will be more jobs. So the people in that area can come and work at the prison. We need lots of people, cleaners and teachers and security people. So it's very good for this area.
Also, it's a good idea to do job in this place, but I think it's better this place are calm.
Okay. Well, what we will do is we're going to build the prison because we need a new prison. But you know, maybe you can move to a different town. What do you think?
I don't know. I prefer the prison will in another city. In
another city. Okay. Well, we will discuss this at the next meeting at the council. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Excellent. Okay. So absolutely fantastic. So our role play, so our discussion, remember at the beginning, our discussion, when you give your argument, I give my argument, you give a second argument, I give an argument, you give a third argument, I give a third argument. Fantastic. Pictures, description, 1 minute, analysis or opinion, 1 minute. Perfect. That was the difficult one. That was the easy one. Okay. And of course you can say with this one, well, I am a teacher. I am a teacher. And it's much more difficult in the open air. It's much more difficult because the children are very distracted. Okay. Or it's much more boring in the second picture. And then finally, we have our role play. You give me an argument, I will give you an argument, but it's more personal, okay? So I'm sorry, please, I'm scared, I don't like this is very bad for me, you know, I would prefer, okay? So we're giving more, okay? Right, okay. Okay, right. Good. So very, very good. So you got that first time. Okay. First time. Very, very, very good. Okay. Let's take a 5-minute break. 5-minute break, and then we're just going to look at some listening, some reading, and then we will finish for today. All right. So you've done everything perfectly well. So we'll do some listening, then some reading, just so we can look, and then some writing. Okay, there we go. We will do these things together, but we'll take a 5-minute break. Okay? See you in 5 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yo tengo una pregunta. Es por saber el horario,
Yeah.
porque nos habían dicho como que había 2 horarios. Creo que va a haber solo uno, ¿no? Porque has dicho a las 5:30, a las 5, y por tenerlo claro, ¿hasta qué hora es? O si había 2 y solo se quedan uno.
Sí. Vale, mira, lo que era realmente era hacer 1 hora y media de B2 y 1 hora y media de C1. Pero yo pienso que es mejor tener más práctica y hacer todo en común.
Vale.
Entonces, de 5:30 a 8:30.
5:30, 8:30.
Y podéis, el que tiene que marchar antes, pues bien. Normalmente vamos a hacer siempre un poco más sencillo y luego un poco más difícil al final.
Vale.
Vamos a incrementar. Pero hoy, como es solo para ver el formato del examen, le vamos a cortar un poco, porque Guillermo dijo que solo quería hacer una introducción hoy, all right? Pero
Vale.
vamos a ver el formato y hoy terminamos sobre las 8, ¿ok?
Vale, sí, por saber eso, que no sabía bien las horas y eso. Vale, perfecto.
Vale,
Gracias.
pero podéis y debéis tener todo lo que podéis.
Y la última pregunta, porque has dicho que teníamos que presentarnos, al menos solicitar 4. ¿Se sabe más o menos la cantidad de gente que quiere un nivel u otro? Que luego puede cambiar según vayamos estudiando, pero ¿se supone que salen 4
Sí,
por lo menos de cada nivel?
Sí, seguro,
Vale.
porque hay 18 personas apuntados. Hay 8 del curso anterior,
Sí,
¿ok? Y luego aquí hay, entonces, sois 10 nuevos y 8 el anterior, que es gente que han estado estudiando desde octubre,
fenomenal.
pero por un motivo u otro no han hecho el examen en febrero, con lo cual seguro que hay 4 de cada.
Vale, perfecto. Eso era todo. Muchas gracias.
Thank you. All right, 5 minutes and then we'll be back. Hello, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good. I'm just changing back to the microphone, okay, instead of the telephone.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, I can hear you much better this way. Okay. I'm just going to turn this off. Okay. Hi, are you back? Oh, goodbye, Anna. Okay. Okay. Right. Can you hear me now? Are you back with me?
Yes.
Yep. Okay. I will sort out the audio for next time. Anyway, we're going to do part of the listening. Now, when we're doing the listening exercises, it's very important. What's the first thing you do with a listening exercise? What's the first thing to do? The first thing to do is read the questions, please. You need to read the questions. Mucha gente lo que hacen es esperar que empiece el audio y luego entra en pánico y empiezan a mirar las preguntas también. ¿Ok? Pues nosotros lo que vamos a hacer es adelantarnos que siempre tienes 10 segundos para escuchar, para leer la pregunta. Y hay que leer la pregunta. Okay? So have a look. Can you read the question? It says, you will hear some short conversation. You'll hear some short conversations. Okay, sorry, shouldn't have done that. You will hear some short conversations. You will hear each conversation twice. Choose the correct answer to complete the conversation, which means you're going to hear some conversations and decide which is the best answer to complete the conversation. Okay? Which is the best answer to complete the conversation? All right. Are you ready? A, B, or C? Listen.
Cert International English for speakers of other languages, expert level C1.
C1.
Practice paper 2. Listening, part 1. You will hear some short conversations. You will hear each conversation twice. Choose the correct answer to complete each conversation.
Number 1. Number 1.
I've been waiting for over half an hour.
I'll just be a few more minutes.
You could have called to tell me you'd be late.
Okay, I've been waiting for half an hour. No, just 20 minutes. You could have called. You could have called. Okay. So what would be the answer?
Sí.
C. You're right. I should have. Yeah, you could have called. They say, I suppose I could. It's easy for you to say. No, you're right. I should have. Tienes razón. I should have. Yes, you are right. I should have. Good. Okay. All right. Let's see the second one. So it is C.
I've been waiting for over half an hour.
I'll just be a few more minutes.
You could have called to tell me you'd be late.
Okay, so you hear it twice. In the Pearson, you only hear it once. This is just an introduction.
Number 2. Number 2.
I'm worried I might lose my job.
How come?
My boss is furious because I make all these personal calls from work.
make all these personal calls?
I'm worried I might lose my job.
How come?
My boss is furious because I make all these personal calls from work.
I make all these personal calls from work. What would the man say afterwards? A, B, or C? A, B, or C? Anybody? You write in the chat box. A, B, or C? What do you think? A, B, or C? Write your answer in the chat box, please. You spend your time at work on the telephone and your boss is not happy. So what do? You better stop. You better stop. So what's the best way to stop? Cut it out. Good. You better stop. Cut it out. Stop. Phrasal verb, collocation, idiom. Cut it out. It's very easy, isn't it? Things in Spanish. Cut it out. Good. Okay, I'm getting the hang. Let's see number 3.
Number 3. Number 3.
You're not just going to give up, are you?
But I've tried everything already.
Everything? Are you sure? You're not just going to give up, are you?
But I've tried everything already.
Everything? Are you sure?
Are you sure? Are you sure? A, B, or C? Today, anything else? I've tried everything. Are you sure? Are you sure? Only Linda. Maria says B. B, says Sophia. Yes, it's B. Just about, okay? Did you try everything? Just about, yes. Excellent, thank you. And then, next one, number 4.
Number 4. Number 4.
What a beautiful necklace.
It's a gift for my wife's birthday.
Wow! How much did it cost?
It's beautiful. How much did it cost?
What a beautiful necklace.
It's a gift for my wife's birthday.
Wow! How much did it cost?
I don't know. How much did it cost? Don't ask. Yes, A. Good. Okay.
Number 5. Number 5.
And here's my lovely wife. You two haven't met before, have you?
No, I'm afraid we haven't.
Well, this is my boss, Tom Bailey.
My boss.
And here's my lovely wife. You two haven't met before, have you?
No, I'm afraid we haven't.
Well, this is my boss, Tom Bailey.
Yeah, this is my boss. Oh, how do you do? How do you do? Yes, very good.
Number 6. Number 6.
Six.
So, what do you want to do tonight?
Can't we just stay home? I'm really tired.
Again? Let's do something fun for a change.
I'm tired. I'm tired.
So, what do you want to do tonight?
Can't we just stay home? I'm really tired.
Again? Let's do something fun for a change.
See, I'm not in the mood. I'm not in the mood. Yeah. Ah.
That is the end of part 1.
Yeah, that's good. So we get an idea. Now, what's the important thing? The important thing about this listening is just to have an idea of the number of questions in the short time. But also, it's important that sometimes, like in this one, what we're listening to is not only the word, but also the tone of voice. If somebody's happy, if somebody's upset, if somebody's angry. So that's a good it's a good one. It's a good one actually. Yeah. Well done. Well done. Okay. So we think there's 6 questions. If you want C1, you should get 4 correct. And if you want B2, you should get like 3 correct. Okay, so there's the difference. But don't worry, don't worry. Let's do one last one, okay? Speaking. Speaking. Right? Look at this. Very easy. True or false? There's the text. You would spend about 8 minutes on this. I'll give you 8 minutes. 8 minutes. Question, is it true or false? Remember, the first thing you do with the reading is, what do you do? What's the first thing to do with a reading exercise? What's the first thing you do?
Read the question, the questions.
Read the questions. Yes. First, read the questions, understand the questions, and when you've understood question number 1, look for the answer in the text. People warm afternoons in the park. Park, 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 park. Streets were empty. Beach, park. Okay. On any other July evening, the park near my house would be bustling with activity. So people would spend a warm afternoon, warm July afternoons, yes, evenings in the park, yes. True or false? People would spend the warm afternoons in the park. True or false?
True.
True. Okay. So you see, easy. You look there, look at the text. Right. So do number 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Do it yourself. We'll give you 5 minutes. Okay, so there we go. Let's see. Let's see. Number 2 then. People were waiting to see their favorite TV show. True or false?
False.
False. They weren't waiting to see their favorite TV show. They were waiting to see something amazing, something great. Okay? Yeah. False. Okay? The event has been broadcast many times since then. True or false?
True.
True. Okay? Been shown over and over for many years to come. Good. And then the atmosphere was light and festive. True or
False.
False.
yeah. Okay. Everyone sat quietly. And the people on TV acted strangely.
True.
True.
True. Well, there we go. So they were walking in a very peculiar way. Congratulations. There we go. Okay, so that way we don't have to read everything. We only have to read a little bit, you know, and then we'll be fine. Okay. That's it. So for the moment, we'll stop now. Okay. I think that was good. We did the speaking, nice speaking, little bit of listening, little bit of reading. So we've got an idea about the exam, but mainly the most important thing is our speaking, our discussion, our pictures, and our role play. Okay? So our discussion, our pictures, and our role play. Okay. Good. Any questions? So I'll stop this. Here we go. We'll stop that for the moment. We will meet again on Friday. Any questions? There's only 8 people. Everybody else is gone. They've gone to watch the football match. Is Real Madrid playing today or something? No, no idea. Okay, people got things to do. All right. A lot of questions, says Jorge. Come on then. Questions, please. What questions do you have? In Spanish, okay.
Hola, otra vez.
Espera, voy a apagar.